Hey y'all, it's July the 11th, 2016.
And I just got done watching a couple video clips on the internet here on YouTube. They didn't surprise me in the least. Alright, they were very disturbing. Sure. There was very effeminate black folks screaming at some sort of rally in the middle of a whole bunch of clueless looking white folks and people of all sort of races, colors, and creeds and stuff standing around them looking foolish, holding up signs while being screamed at in their face, like directly in their face with megaphones, right? That's disrespectful. I don't care if you agree with everything that I say. If you're gonna spit in my face with a megaphone, I will knock you out. I'm not gonna have that. But yet, these people, oh, they liked it. They liked it a lot. They stood there and they're hungry for more. These black folks, these misguided, demon-filled black folks out there, if you're gonna call them black, they're just screaming in these people's faces about taking action. Alright, basically shaming these people for not harming police officers actively. I wasn't surprised by this in the least bit, alright, because I've been saying, guess what, you want to see a race war being drummed up? Well, you're talking about the summer of 2016. And let me tell you something else. None of this is organic, alright? A lot of this is funded. It's all very sinister. Alright. Of course, it is more probable to happen in certain areas of the country where race is really something that is shoved down people's throats. Racial culture and stuff. You come to Big Spring, let me tell you something. I work at a restaurant right now, alright? The restaurant that I work at, you know, it's kind of expensive, alright? Costs some money to go in there and eat there. But the thing is about Big Spring is a lot of people in Big Spring have money, alright? They have very good jobs. Very good jobs. Blue collar at that, but still, they make money. Right? And you know what? It's funny how old white folks with good jobs will be hanging out with young black folks all the time, and really, it ain't no problem. All right? It's not much of a concern for anyone around here. I see all sort of black folks, men, women, who are very respectable, who dress right, who have their pants covering their ass. All right? Who understand that having a family is good, making money for them is good, providing for them is good, and so they dress accordingly and things like they act accordingly. All right, that's in the heart of West Texas, supposedly one of the most racist places here in America. All right, like I said, all of this seen on the television is not really an organic movement. It is funded, and it is being perpetrated on a class of folks who are too stupid to ever want to think for themselves. It's not that they can't think for themselves, it's that they don't want to. They don't want to. Okay, for example, these black fellas with the megaphones screaming in people's faces. They don't want to think because their thoughts have already been thought up for them, placed into their head. Because guess what? If you had a thought process, announcing to everybody, hey, let's kill the cops because they're hurting us. If you had a thought process, eventually you would come to realize, you would come to start thinking, hey, well, let's say hypothetically, everybody just took it upon themselves to go out and kill police officers, random police officers, all over the place. All right, then police officers, let's say we killed them all. Who's going to be the police then? All right, and when they are the police, should we kill them too? Like, where does it stop? Where in the world could it possibly stop? Right, maybe no police? Oh, okay, if we don't have no police, alright, well then I guess all crime would stop, wouldn't it? For those of y'all in, let's call them poverty-stricken areas, you remove all police from out of it. Would you stop having dope fiends? Alright, would you no longer have grown men who sexually molest little children, little boys? I'm talking about little children, little girls and boys in their own family. Would that stop, or would it just be mob lynches everywhere? Every time you find one, you would murder them and stuff. Is that what would happen? It doesn't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't. Alright. Supposedly, even though it's not supported by any sort of statistics, supposedly the police have it out for black people, and they be killing them in mass. Alright. How much more paranoid do you think that the police will get towards grown black men seeing as everywhere they look, grown black men are calling for their deaths. Right, so you want them to stop being violent towards you. Well, then the last thing that you would do is call for their murder in public. You don't want to think. You don't want to think. Like I said it a million times, I'm going to say it another million times. It's not ignorance that's going to bring down the country. It's people's absolute love for ignorance because they love it more than anything else. Right, they'll chop off their own hands and their feet to cling to ignorance. They will slice their own babies' throats. And I'm not embellishing. No, I'm not. They'll do it. You put them in that sort of a pressure of a situation, they will absolutely do it. They'll do it with a smile on their face. They won't regret it. Oh, they'll live to regret it. But it will literally take till Judgment Day. I'm going to finish with this. I know a beautiful, beautiful young girl. Alright, and she tends to watch a lot of my videos. Probably watch this video out here. Alright, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She is of mixed breed like myself. Alright, very beautiful, and that tends to be how it is with us mixed breed folks. What she wants more than anything in the world is to get rid of her blackness. To remove it completely, as much as she can at least. Why? Because she's scared. At first it seems silly, but really there's a lot of logic to it. It's very reasonable for her to be scared. At this point. I mean, because you have certain black people who are basically calling for all black people to be outlawed. For all black people to be looked on as criminal scum. Alright? And guess what? You're not going to abolish the police no matter what. It ain't going to happen. You're not going to kill all the police. It's not going to happen. You're not living in reality. Meanwhile, it's kind of funny how simple it could be if you would just make it that. All y'all out there purposefully being misled, betraying yourselves. You want to be professional victims. You want to be a victim forever and ever and ever and ever, and you want people to feel sorry for you. Meanwhile, all you're doing is making it harder for everyone who looks like you. And so, I said it before, I'll say it again. You don't want to be looked at that way. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It really doesn't. It has nothing to do with it. Nothing. Nobody cares about what color your skin is. Never have I seen people with, like, you know, that kind of dysplasia that Michael Jackson has and stuff that got messed up skin. Never have I looked at them and you know, and said, oh, your skin color's ugly. I hate you. Nobody cares. Nobody does. Unless they're just as ignorant as you. It is how you speak to people. It is the respect that you show to people. It is where you're at, what you're doing. It is what you're wearing. You are wearing a uniform of a pussy punk bitch in jail. You are doing that. Your ass is taken out. Because people want to get at your booty. That's exactly why it is. That's why you're doing it. Meanwhile, I just made this video to be on record, to be honest with you, because what I said a while back, what a whole slew of people said who were much smarter than me, a long time ago, they said, oh, this race war is going to be drummed up regardless, period, because people who have money are going to want to do it. George Soros, by the way, Ford Foundation. They're going to want to do it, and it's going to happen, because the thing is people who want to be violent, who want to be effeminate, who never want to learn, they just can't wait to be used and used and used till they're all used up. Right? That's just what it is. And the reason I brought up the fact that it's summer, it is summer. Here in Bay Spring, Texas, we're hitting the 100 degree marks real easy. It's because for the rest of July, for the rest of August, just in case if you didn't know, what you're going to see is a whole bunch of mayhem. A whole bunch of carnage. A lot of police getting killed. Guess what? A lot of black folks getting killed. Unless, you know what I'm saying, they could smarten up. Keep themselves away from this. Because regardless, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm not a genius. Right? It just so happens that this was written about. It's called a tribulation. It's written about in the Bible. This is July the 11th. 2016. God bless all y'all out there. Pull up your pants.